Baby. Hey, I'm ready now. Wake up, somebody's setting up black. Somebody's setting up black.
What do you want now, damn it? What? Really?
Hit me with the super bass.
Okay, I'll hit you with the super bass. You got it?
You got bass guitar?
I just send you a lead guitar. That's better.
What is a hobby? YouTube. How y'all doing? Yeah. Piers Morgan discusses. Looking for my glasses, y'all. Where my glass? Hey, let's see what they talking about. Shout out to Tom McDonald and his crew and everything. Hey, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, baby. Let's talk this, babe. Let's check it out.
Well, this begs the question, has hip-hop gone woke? I spoke to Ben about his unlikely transformation into a rap heavyweight yesterday, and today I'm joined by the artist who actually created the song, Tom McDonald. So, Tom, well, first of all, congratulations on this runaway smash hit.
Look at Tom. Tom he looks starstruck. Come on, Tom. You supposed to be like, come on, man. You supposed to be like, yeah, man, I belong here. He looking like, God, Tom.
You
Watch
rap
this.
heavyweight yesterday. And today
Watch
I'm
when
joined
he
by the
come in.
artist who
Look at
actually
him like
crafted the song, Tom McDonald.
I'm trying not to
Tom,
make any
well, first of all,
mistakes.
congratulations on this runaway smash hit. You're actually entitled to celebrate it because you are a bona fide rapper. Ben, I'm not quite so convinced by. Maybe a one-hit wonder. First of all, are you surprised by the backlash, or did you predict the backlash and that was one of the reasons you did the song in the first place?
Well, I've made a lot of sort of anti-woke anthems over the years, and there's always a certain degree of backlash that comes with it. So this one was sort of, a lot of my relationship with the audience is call and response. I make a song, people respond in the way that they do, and then I respond again with the next song. So
there you go.
Facts with Ben is sort of the cap on a long line of anti-woke anthems that have been met with pretty heavy criticism.
People in the black rap community have come out and said, look, this is just blatant cultural appropriation racism, because you're accusing all their music that they produce of being about selling drugs, pushing guns, stripper poles, turning our sons into thugs and so on. What do you say to that criticism?
I think that there's all types of rappers out there. There's black rappers and white rappers and Asian rappers and Indian rappers, all types of rappers. And I don't think that criticizing sort of the status quo of the genre or criticizing the prevalent content of the music, I don't agree that there's anything racist about that.
What struck me is that there seems to have been more outrage over you guys lampooning this style of rap music than there is about the actual rap music, which often to me gets an extraordinary pass from criticism. And I said to Ben yesterday, when you have John Legend rewriting Baby It's Cold Outside because it's so offensive, but doesn't rewrite any of the lyrics of any of his rap friends, there's an obvious double standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sort of
and what you want me to say?
Over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been very prevalent themes in hip hop, sort of objectifying women and glorifying violence and romanticizing drug abuse and stuff like that. And I think that hip hop likes to think of itself as quite a woke genre. And none of those things seem to quite align with what the woke mob is standing up and being vocal again. So I
Yes.
think it's a little bit hypocritical, but
Yeah.
Do you think you can be number one on the Billboard chart, or do you think you may get subtly shadow banned to stop you getting there?
Well, it's happened before. I've had Billboard refuse to count my album sales. I'm completely independent. There's no record label. There's no distribution. There's no marketing team, nothing. I make all of my beats. I write all the songs. My girlfriend shoots the music videos, entirely independent of the music industry. So, censorship, suppression, shadow banning is very familiar with all of those things. Like I said, Billboard's refused to count my album sales before. They've removed me off trending charts on YouTube. My distribution company, TuneCore, which is supposed to be the alternative for artists who don't want to sign a major record deal, that they are supposed to be able to go to TuneCore and independently release their own music. So I had TuneCore deny release of this song and say that they will not host it in any form because of quote unquote lyrical content. So, I think the buzz is there, and I think the press is there, and I think that the proof is in the pudding. I have access to the sales numbers, as do many other people. So I think it would be pretty hard for Billboard at this point in time to just blatantly snub us on the Billboard charts.
Can you make one promise finally, Tom, which is if you do get there, you don't make as part of your celebration a decision to do a whole album with Ben Shapiro? I don't think any of us could stomach that.
I can absolutely make that promise. I can absolutely make that promise.
What?
Tom, congratulations on the success. I love the record because I see what you're doing with it, and I applaud you for it. It's sending up a lot of double standard, and I think that's important. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Piers.
Okay, we heard from Tom, but now let's hear from the hip-hop establishment. Joining me now from New York is the highly respected rapper Talib Kweli, who also co-hosts the Midnight Miracle podcast with Dave Chappelle, and the DJ and digital media mogul, DJ Vlad. Well, a very high-powered panel to respond. So let me start with you then, Talib. You and I have locked horns before on Twitter, as it used to be.
Yeah, you used to on Twitter.
I think we both like to express ourselves forcefully, and absolutely no problem in doing that. What is your objection to this song?
Oh, Lord.
Well, first of all, forgive my voice because I'm coming off tour. My voice sounds a little scratchy.
Forgive it.
I want
Sounds
to
pretty cool,
congratulate Tom. Okay, cool. I want to congratulate Tom McDonald on his journey in sobriety because that's very important to note. That part of his story is about his journey in sobriety.
Okay.
I do think it's very cowardly and very racist to blame hip-hop for his addiction. As if white people don't have addiction issues. That's first and foremost. But if we're going to talk about the song.
Tom is telling his story. His story is, his personal story is, because of hip hop, he got addicted to drugs. He didn't say hip hop is addicting, anyway, I don't have to explain all
facts, with Ben Shapiro, let's have a facts versus feelings conversation, which is something that Ben Shapiro always says. The hook of the song is "This ain't rap," which I agree with. It's not rap, it's not hip hop, has nothing to do with rap. Pierce, you're wrong. The song has nothing to do with rap. This song, he says, money, cars, clothes. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns. We ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs and your daughters into hoes. This is not facts. He completely erased all conscious hip hop. You see, I got this shirt from Tribe Called Quest, one of the greatest rap groups of all time. He erased what I do. He erased what my people do. And most of my friends don't rap about those things. Tom is lying about rap.
Well, yeah, but hang on. Okay, all right. But hang on.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I don't think he's saying all rappers do. In fact, he made a point of saying he doesn't mean all rappers or all hip hop stars. But there's no doubt some do. There's no doubt some do that.
He made a point. Of course. And there's some country music artists and some heavy metal artists that participate in violent and sexual content. But I would never make a song, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't specify that he meant some rap in the song. He specified that on your show when you question him. But on the song, he's saying, I'm trying to be offensive and I'm hoping to upset people. So guess what? As a black man who does hip hop, I'm offended. If you were trying to offend me, well, then you did a good job. To claim that rap or art is a cause of violence or cause of addiction in his life is irresponsible and hypocritical. When a bomb drops in a nation, it falls on the just and the unjust. I watched a movie called Oppenheimer last night about a white man who made an atomic bomb that dropped on Japanese people because another white man genocided 6 million Jewish people. Killers of the Flower Moon is a movie about a great movie about a white men who go and pillage and steal from Native American people. Yesterday, a Trump fan from Philly decapitated his father because his father was voting for Joe Biden. That's like vanilla ISIS. You can't tell me that in the culture that he claims that he stands for, that there's no violence and sex. You can't tell me that. Anyone who supports Trump, like Tom McDonald does in his music, after Trump's mugshot, after January 6th, after this man has been indicted for rape and has 91 felonies, you can't tell me about Blue Lives Matter. You can't tell me that you're about law and order. You're being a hypocrite.
Okay, powerful words. DJ Vlad, you've been sitting there patiently. What do you make of all this?
I mean, I agree somewhat with Talib Kweli, who's also a friend of mine. The problem is that when you talk about rap and you want to talk about the gangster lyrics, the violent lyrics, the drug lyrics, when you look at rap as a whole, when you look at the biggest rappers in the world right now, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, these guys aren't rapping about drugs. They're not talking about violence. They're not talking about beating women or whatever else. And I think a lot of times when you have these songs that try to generalize these types of things,
that's true.
It kind of, it oversimplifies things and it gives rap in general a bad name. So it's kind of annoying. And, listening to the song, on face value, it doesn't sound like he's really saying anything wrong. But a lot of times when you have these sort of white supremacist type of sayings, like, for example, all lives matter, from the outside looking in, of course, all lives matter. But it's really a shot at Black Lives Matter and kind of trying to undermine that type of thing. So I really don't like, what we call in hip hop sneak dissing. And I feel the song has a lot of sneak dissing.
Talib, would it be fair to say that hip hop has moved to a, for want of a better word, a better place? That the biggest stars no longer want to rap about
I ain't
stuff
think about that
caused all the offense, and actually it's changed. Is that accurate?
See, I don't think that this should be a conversation with 3 white people and 1 black person about the state of hip hop and a referendum on hip hop. I think that's the wrong direction to go. One more thing I'm gonna say about Donald Trump is that Tom McDonald is an immigrant. Donald Trump just said immigrants are poisoning our blood here in America. Donald Trump uses white nationalist rhetoric from Mein Kampf and Hitler all the time, and this guy is a supporter of his. This song is called Facts.
Hang on.
We're talking about
you can have
Tom.
your views about Donald Trump. That's fine.
Not Donald Trump.
Way, you can
No,
say.
I said I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
No,
I'm done with that. That's why I was going to the
I
song.
get it, but the idea that I'm not allowed to, or DJ Vlad isn't allowed to comment about hip hop or rap is ridiculous.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Basically said
DJ
it.
Vlad, no, I didn't. Let me be clear. DJ Vlad is a controversial figure in our culture. A lot of people accuse him of being a culture vulture. That is not a criticism that I personally agree with, although I do understand the argument. I work with, unbeknownst to a lot of people, I've done more songs with white rappers than any rapper you can name, any black rapper you can name. My next single is featuring Mac Miller, rest in peace. I've worked with Macklemore. I've worked with R.A. the Rugged Man. There's no problem with white people in hip hop. There's a problem with racist white people in hip hop. And Tom McDonald's song is racist and is factually incorrect. And I could break down what's factually incorrect in the song Facts, and I could break down how Ben Shapiro started his career by saying rap isn't music. So you got somebody featured on your song who tweeted in 2019, fact, rap isn't music, and if you think it is, you're stupid. Well, that person is clearly not an anti-racist, intelligent person. Tom McDonald owes the hip-hop community an apology for putting someone on a song that in 2009, writing for a white nationalist site, Breitbart, wrote an article saying rap is crap. These people don't respect hip-hop. Tom McDonald is making rap for people
Well,
who
I think
don't
you're missing.
like
Look, I played some of this stuff back to Ben Shapiro yesterday. I think you're slightly missing the point. He's lampooning the world of rap and hip-hop.
Oh, I'm not missing the point.
You think there's a lot of
I'm
hypocrisy and double standard there?
I'm very clear that Ben Shapiro is lampooning hip hop. I'm very clear about that. I'm not under any
But even you,
misconception
Talib,
about
look, even you must admit, when John Legend goes out of his way to rewrite the lyrics to Baby It's Cold Outside because of the Me Too campaign, because he thinks it's about sexual assault, but doesn't rewrite any lyrics from any hip hop or rap song in the last 50 years, you've got to admit there is a ridiculous double standard there, isn't there?
I couldn't disagree more. I completely disagree.
Really?
With that because I think you're removing all social, political, and historical context that goes into creating hip hop and equating it with the social, political context that
You
goes into
genuinely
creating
think
a Christmas
"Baby It's
song.
Cold Outside" is more offensive than anything that the
I
hip
didn't
hop?
say that.
Well, you implied it.
I didn't say that. I said, no, I didn't imply it. I said you are removing context to make a false equivalency.
No, the
Please don't-
context is very
please don't
straightforward.
misquote
John
me.
Legend chose to rewrite the lyrics to "Baby It's Cold
No,
Outside,"
I understand.
but he didn't
Piers,
rewrite
Piers,
any of the
Piers.
offensive, misogynist, violent
Piers.
lyrics
You're not
of
letting
his
him
friends
talk,
in the rap
Piers.
world.
Piers, I get that that's how you feel, but your feelings
It's not
ain't
a feeling,
facts.
it's a fact.
And the facts is, oh no, that's not. Well, it's not a fact that
It's
a
a
problem
fact
that
that
he did
John
that.
Legend
That's a
hasn't
feeling.
rewritten any
And
lyrics
it's
to
not a
people in the
fact
hip hop
and
world.
it's not a. Piers Morgan, John Legend is not your slave. He doesn't have to do what you
He's
say.
not my
That's a
slave, but he
fact.
can be a hypocrite, and he was.
Then let's stop talking about John Legend because this is not about John Legend. Let's
No,
talk
but
about the
you-
song Facts.
all right, but you-
Let's stop deflecting.
I'm
stop
not deflecting.
and let's talk about the song Facts.
Okay.
Okay, so can we get back to the
Hang
song
on,
Facts?
let me
Okay,
bring in
the
DJ
first-
Vlad. He's
the
been
first
very
lyric.
Talib, there's three of us
Okay,
here.
the-
Let me bring in
okay.
DJ Vlad. You apparently, DJ Vlad, you're a culture vulture. What does that mean, first of all?
You're not letting the man make his points, though.
I mean, from my point of view, I think that's a slang for pretty much any white person in hip hop. I've seen every prominent white person in hip hop being called a culture vulture, from Steve Rifkin to Leor Cohen to Eminem to
also
Mac
black
Miller.
people. Also, black people get called culture vultures. Also, black people get called culture vultures in this culture.
So it doesn't. It's
Not just white
It's
people,
not
also
skin
white.
skin color specific. You can be a black
No, it's
or
not.
white
It's not. It's
culture
not.
vulture. Right. Okay.
It's not. Absolutely.
Am I a
Absolutely.
culture vulture?
But white people do get it. White people do get a little heavier than others, and I've never minded being.
That's
called
right,
that.
because
For me,
white
it's
people.
fine.
That's
I'm not sure.
exactly
I-
right.
yeah.
Because white people are the dominant group. That's how it goes. Racism is not logical or convenient for anybody. Sorry.
Well, I mean, white
Yeah,
people
I
aren't the
don't mind.
dominant
My
group in music. I mean,
contribution-
hang on. White people are not the dominant group in music anymore. I would say most of the
Yes, they
biggest
are.
stars
Yes,
in the
they
world
are.
right
Yes,
now
they
are not white.
White people own all of the record companies. White people own all of the record companies, Piers. That's true.
Well, I
White
had that
people,
conversation
the
with
6 major
Kanye.
labels-
I had that conversation with Kanye, and he felt very strongly about it. And I had that conversation with him, and he may have a point about that.
White
doesn't-
people own all of the
But it doesn't
money in
change the
hip-hop.
fact
That's a
that many of the biggest and most successful and richest music artists in the world right now are black. That is also true.
All right, well, let's change places. How about we get all the money and y'all get to tap dance? How about that?
I don't think you're short of a few bob, are you?
What?
What'd you say?
I don't think you're short of a few bob, as we'd say in England. You've got a few dollars up your sleeve.
It does. The money is not about whether or not one individual makes it. I am an exception to the rule. The vast majority of my people are not rich people, and that's a fact. And I'm an exception to the rule because I make money doing conscious underground hip hop. I'm not doing pop hip hop. I'm not appealing to a MAGA fan base. I don't rap about materialism, misogyny. I don't do any of that. So I'm
Okay.
the exception to the rule.
Talib, it's good to have you on the program. Come back. I've enjoyed this debate.
Well, hold on.
I've gotta move on.
Okay, but I want to say that Ben Shapiro has a history of racist comments.
Yeah, you said that,
And for
but-
Tom McDonald.
You know what?
Okay,
Listen.
well then y'all should acknowledge that.
Okay, you said your bit. DJ Vlad, thank you for coming back on. Please come again soon. I enjoyed that debate. Thank you very much.
Wow. Hey, now I need to look this guy up. I don't even know who he is, and I like what he was saying. Mr. Morgan did not give him time. See, here's what I think one of the problems is. When black people talk, and it's a race thing, it's not racist, it take us longer to make our point because we trying to make sure you clearly understand every step of the message. So we don't get to the end of our point as fast as white people. That's just my opinion. So, and he's in a time frame. He's trying to, Paris is trying to, he's doing a show. You got X amount of time, and look here, man, you done took up a lot of time. The other guy didn't even talk. Thank you for patiently waiting. That's a cold shot right there. And then he gonna say boom, 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 point. Boom, 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 point. My man over here, just like what black people do, it take us a little while to boom, 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 set up. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to explain the setup. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm this. Okay, now that all this stuff is in order, now let me show you what the point is. And by the time you get to this part, he's ready to move on because he got to do a show. Yo, but you said this, now we talking about this, then you get into all this other stuff. That's what happens. It happens like that all the time, man. You know, Tom McDonald, he said his parts and said what he had to say, where it's going to be backlash. Nothing is going to work unless there's some controversy in it. It's not going to grow. Look at Cat Williams. Look at the Cat Williams thing. Drama and controversy is what the entertainment business is all about, man. And that's a shame. You got good music, but how you push good music? By controversies, by problems, by tagging people, by dissing people, by sitting there saying, Tom McDonald, you shouldn't have put that song out. Who gives a shit? He wanted to put the song out. Damn it, that's what you feel. Hat goes off to you. I got stuff to do. I don't care. Do I believe it? Some of it I do, some of it I don't. What the hell? You know, I don't think you should be putting liquids into a car every time you got to move it. I thought that since a little kid. What? If you don't put that liquid in there, what will happen? You never even stop to figure that out. It might keep going as a kid, right? But they wouldn't, everybody stopping and putting that money into the gas tank. That's why I drive a Tesla, because I couldn't wait to, you mean they got a car where you ain't got to do that? Sign me up. That's me. But everybody tell me, man, you shouldn't do that. You should got to do that. Well, suppose you go out of town. How often you go out of town? I went out of town twice since I had the car. So I had to sit there and charge up. Think about it. See, people ain't thinking. The reality is you got to stop and pee. You got to stop and eat. So you plug the car up. You go use the bathroom, stand in line, get something to eat. You should sit down and eat and enjoy your food. By the time I finish eating, even if I took the food back to the car ready to go before I was ready to go. Hey, speaking of going, y'all take it light, take it slow, tell them Mike Cross. Hold your soul. Peace out. And shout out to Tom McDonald.